Hey you! Are you ready? Grab your pack, grab your tent, grab your gear. Jump in. We're going on an adventure. In Arizona, there's so much to see, so much to experience. At GCU, adventure is never too far away. Offering over 200 academic programs with a Christian worldview and nestled in the heart of Phoenix, you can earn your degree in fewer than 4 years and explore everything Arizona has to offer. Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/azroadtrip.
Grand Canyon University becomes a home away from home, where students can play the sports they love while achieving their academic goals. At GCU, students have the chance to participate in a rapidly growing club sports program. Join a community of nearly 2,000 unique club sports athletes and receive an opportunity to compete for conference, regional, and national titles, which may involve travel. Much like the NCAA, club sports offer competition against other universities, but with much less of a time commitment. Intramural sports and GCU's activity clubs are more recreational in nature and are housed on campus, competing against one another rather than against other universities.
When I first got here and was introduced to the club sports environment, I was surprised of how well it was embraced and the value that it brings to the campus and the campus returns to the club sports department. The university has supported it 100% and has really done a great job of making the student athletes in club sports feel significant and valued.
Rising as a top destination for competitive collegiate club sports, GCU offers 30 sports, including our fast-growing men's and women's basketball, soccer, golf, rugby, and esports teams for students who want to excel at their passion and academics.
This past season, we learned a lot about pushing on and continuing even when it was difficult. So our girls learned a lot about that. They learned a lot about time management. They make great bonds with their teammates.
Students practice and compete in our Canyon Activity Center, strength and conditioning facility, and fully outfitted esports arena. Full-time athletic trainers ensure the safety of our athletes, and our experienced coaches are passionate about leading athletes to success in their sport.
I think to be a part of a club sport team at GCU is an honor, but it really is about relationships, and it's about helping and watching young women and young men grow, to be either challenged, to be pushed, and see them succeed on the other side.
GCU club sports experiences are unforgettable. Student athletes learn life lessons, form lifelong friendships with teammates, and most importantly, have fun.
I think the big difference with GCU club sports as compared to club sports at other schools and universities is we really get taken care of here. The school invests into our club sports programs. I know for the club baseball team, we have our own practice facility. We get our own batting cages here on campus. And I know a lot of other schools and universities, they don't have those opportunities that we do.
Club sports has allowed me to grow as a person, to grow not only in my faith, but to grow in my career, to grow as a young woman. So much inspiration, so much learning, like from coaches, from your teammates. They teach you different life lessons. They teach you how to communicate, how to be yourself, and it's okay. There's no judgment.
GCU has options for everyone, from club to intramural to a variety of activity clubs for students to participate in. We offer the opportunity to create both unforgettable experiences and a strong sense of community. Learn more about GCU club sports at clubsports.gcu.edu.
Welcome to GCU Valorant, powered by Rockstar. Hope you all are having a good day. My name is Eli Ford, and today I'm joined by Evan Kelly. We have a very special Valorant game to be played today between GCU and Texas A&M. Both are looking in the top 30 in power rankings currently, so it should be a very interesting matchup as we get into it.
Yeah, so I think this will be a good matchup. We have Icebox as our first map.
Yep.
We got Ascent, and then we got Haven if it goes to 3. I think that these games will be exciting. They'll be fast-paced, and I think we'll see a lot of good plays. Hopefully, maybe even some crazy stuff happening.
Yep.
But I think it'll be a good time all around, and we hope both teams have a wonderful time playing this match.
So we got we got our rules for this this best of 3 series. It's going to be first to 13 per map, which is how Valorant's played. And so we're going to start off with Icebox, as we said, and it's going to be GCU on offense, which should be very interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Especially getting to see Sam and Watanabe go out and start to play this map. And now we're going to go to the players scene. We're going to want to keep an eye on all these players.
I think we'll see a good game here, and, we're part of GCU. We hope they win, but, we wish both teams the best of luck. I hope we just see a lot of good plays, fast-paced movement, fast-paced gameplay, and just a really good game for both teams.
I agree. Should definitely be fun to get to watch Sam and Watanabe have their way on Icebox. Probably one of GCU's best maps currently. There's perfect movement comboed with perfect aim. Whenever they enter onto a site, should be really fun to watch. Yep.
And that perfect aim is what we need to see in these games. That's Valorant for you. You got abilities, but it all boils down to if you can aim better, you're probably going to win the gunfight.
Exactly.
So we'll see who has a better aim in these games, and
it
should be fun.
Should be a fun time. So it's been pretty interesting to see. This first round, we actually took down ASU to secure a spot after beating them on Ascent, which is pretty great because we have not actually beaten them this year. So it's been pretty good to see that happen. And then also this Texas A&M team should be a really good competitor. They had to beat Hawaii in order to get to where they are now, which Hawaii took us out of the recent AVGL league that we were in, so that we took top 5 in.
Well, I guess that means if we can beat ASU, then we can beat Hawaii.
Absolutely.
Yeah, at Texas A&M, we can beat Hawaii. So I think, it's not necessarily a determining factor, but it's always good to get that little confidence boost. You beat you beat a team who beat the team to beat you. You get a little pump up. We can beat them next time. We can beat them next time we play against them. And that's what you're always looking for. You're always looking for that little boost that that next time is going to be different.
Right, exactly. Going into this game, I'm thinking that really going to want to see Sam really show up today. A lot of these times on these Icebox games, we've really seen him top of the leaderboard, just fragging out his rays, blast packing into sites, getting that first entry for his team just following him up, just really getting in their faces and opening up the entire map for them.
Really taking control of that duelist position, getting in there, clearing sight for his team to get an easy plan off, and then all you got to do is play post plant, and that's what we like to see. You like those easy rounds where all you got to do is sit back and wait for them to push you. And when you're playing offense, if you can get them to push you, that's the best thing you can do because it's uncomfortable.
Talking about those post plants, that our Sova player Andy Volt, he is a top-notch clutcher, always in these 1v2s, 1v1s, just always finding a way to win it for his team, whether he's using the Hunter's Fury in the back to get the guy off bomb, or using his shock dart lineups in order to just ping the guy off the bomb as well. Just isolating those 1v1s and just finding ways to win it for his team a lot of the times.
You know, and those lineups are crucial in these high-ranked gameplays. You know, you can't always go into a gunfight right away in a 1v2, 1v3 situation. You got to be able to play back and get away and take them off of bomb without ever trying to peek them. And I think whether it's Sova, Viper, you know, you got Brim, Molly, any of those are very crucial to have in those post-plant situations in a 1v2, 1v3 situation.
Right. And going into this map, I think it's really important this pistol round that it's going to come up for GCU and against Texas A&M, for GCU to come out on top of that pistol. I feel like our team is very momentum driven, and so getting that early pistol and then getting that early anti-eco out of that
full half buy with Spectre light shield, Spectre full shield, that's crucial. And, you know, even in high gameplay, it's difficult with pistols to go up against Spectres. I mean, that is just difficult to do.
And now we're going to take a look at our agent select. Looks like we got the normal stuff for GCU, Teru on Viper. Oh, except for Sam on Chamber. I believe he's been playing Raze recently, to my knowledge at least, and having Watanabe on that Jet. So we should, instead of the Raze satchels just getting in there, he's just going to set up a TP and see what he can do as they enter the site.
And we may not have those Raze satchels, but we still have Watanabe on that Jet, you know, that dash in, those smokes. I think that'll be a crucial. When we're talking about those post plants, we got Viper and we have a Viper and we have a Sova, so those will be crucial in those situations.
I especially love the Watanabe on Jet pick. I feel like when he plays Jet, he just has the ability to just turn around in their favor, just pick up 4, pick up 5 even, just with the Blade Storm, so... And we're really going to want to look out for that.
Looking at this, we actually have the exact same lineup for both teams. We have a Jet, a Sage, a Sova, a Chamber, and a Viper. So maybe we'll get some cool voice lines killing doppelgangers, you know, with that the whole lore of Valorant. That'll be cool.
Yep.
But we're going into first phase. We got buy phase. Looks like a lot of util buy. We got Volt with the Owl Drone. We got Chamber Trips.
Might look to be, at least what we're seeing on the minimap right now, a 3-stack towards B for Texas A&M. Should be interesting to see if GCU is actually trying to full commit to the B push.
Yeah, it looks like we got one guy lurking A, and then the rest of them are going B or mid. So this will be an interesting push with 3 of the A&M players sitting on that B site.
Got our Viper stuff up. See what they can find mid. Looks like Sam's already been tagged up, getting that heal from Mame. It looks like they actually put a Sage wall in mid. It's a very strong Sage wall. Just keeps them full out of mid, and down goes Teru.
We've got this Chamber lurking. You got that pick on Teru. We got Watanabe pushing up, waiting for that Viper wall to drop. We got Volt pushing into A solo. Oh, we got Sage behind him as well.
I really like this play. Just full contacting up, and they can just isolate this Sage on site. If they kill him, they just have sight. They get a free bomb plant.
Yep, and they are full rotating A. We got a gunfight mid. Watanabe just pushes off of it as to help the team plant and play post plant.
Oh, and this Sova is just bringing them back into the round. Just picks up Sam, picks up Mame again also.
Yeah, he's sitting rafters, and we got Jet coming in from mid.
It's going to be a really tough 2v4 for GCU.
See how they can play this off.
Ooh.
A few shots going off.
On Watanabe.
And they are taken down. Viper gets that last kill on Volt, and they get the defuse off for round 1.
You know, I really like that read. Getting called in by Volt right there, just full contacting up, recognizing that there were 3 on B, but just in the end, just ended up not working out for them.
Just that rotate through their spawn, unable to hold it down.
Yep.
We'll see what they do to fix round 2. Looks like they're going eco, classics. We got Sam using his headhunter, maybe get some crazy shots off. See how it goes.
Yep, and they're really going to be relying on that headhunter too. Most of these guys have classics going into this. No shield. It's basically all on Sam here to just find the entries, find kills, find the Spectres for his team.
Yeah, and we saw Bulldog and an Aries on their team going up against Classic. That is a brutal matchup.
Oh my.
It's a few shots off. Oh, and there goes Volt to the, and down goes Mume as well.
They just keep fighting. All that confidence, just having the Bulldog on these ecos.
Yeah, especially against just Classic, it's brutal to go against some that can fire rate like that. And down goes Sam. And we got Taro left in mid. And
he goes down.
And Taro goes down to their chamber in mid.
You know, expected round, you know, it's the eco, no shield, no classics.
No shield, no guns to fight off of high fire rate. It's you know, there you know, you see scenes where they get those kind of picks, but it's always a hard thing to try and fight off high fire rate with a classic.
Yeah. This is the real round that we're going to be looking for GCU to really pull something out and really impress us.
We're seeing Bulldogs, Aries. It looks like their entire team is full bot. We got 3 Vandals, 2 Phantoms.
It's just so important to get this default in, and it actually looks like they're just going to take the space fast A.
Volt getting that intel. We got 2 on B.
Slow coming in back sights.
They got a full push. Wall goes up, and it goes back down. Oh, good push by Sam. Checking back sight. Their Sage gets walled off. Plant goes down. And now we just gotta play. Now they just play post plant. We'll see what the gunfights turn up.
As a big kill from Watanabe.
Watanabe takes down their Soul. We got. It looks like there's 2 more on rafters and 1 more on site.
This really feels unwinnable.
Oh, Mume gets that Viper. Sam gets the site. Sam gets the chamber. There's 1. Just got the Sage left.
This is great out of GCU. Just giving them enough respect. Make sure they keep these weapons going into the next round. They're really going to need them with this bonus.
This Sage is playing. And there goes their first round. We get a GCU win on round 3.
I mean, that's just, you can't ask for anything better than that.
No, you cannot.
A couple of your players take damage. You have to rebuy util. But other than that, you don't have to buy any rifles going back into it.
Yeah, I mean, they went from Bulldogs, Aries, and a Marshall to full Vandals and Phantoms right in that one round. I mean, there's nothing better than that.
Yep.
Not having to buy guns. You buy shield, you buy util, and then your economy goes right through the roof.
Yep. This round might be a little troublesome for GCU. With I believe the Texas A&M Jet actually is bringing an op into this, so you're gonna have to. He's taking an aggressive duel on A.
Yeah, we got all 5 GCU members pushing A. Little Sage wall goes down to keep them off.
Oh, that's such a big tag just to push the op while they're trying to isolate this Sage on site.
Sam takes down their Sage. We see that Jet just holding that tight angle on rafters, waiting for somebody to peek him so he can get a nice shot with that op.
Yep.
That's a big buy, and it is. I mean, it's risky. We saw what happened once GCU got the momentum going with the Vandals. So we'll see if this Jet can pick up a couple kills with the op.
When this positioning by the Texas A&M chamber really looking like it could hurt us if Sam doesn't get this kill and he falls.
And he takes down 2. It's a good peek.
Oh, that is just so unfortunate. You want to cut that noise and explore mid and just see if you can take some players down with you. Now it's really just down to Watanabe.
We got Mume and Watanabe pushing in together. We takes down the Sky.
Big kill from Mume. If he gets another kill, he does have res here too.
He does. He is 1 away.
This is very winnable. Very winnable post plan.
You see the Jet Rafters trying to get a couple classic kills off. Mume goes down to their chamber, and down goes Watanabe to that Jet.
Just so unfortunate. That chamber in mid just getting 2.
Yeah.
It really put a stifle in what we were trying to do in mid.
Yep. That push through mid to try and get a flank on the people sitting in A. Raft. We had that Jet sitting rafters with an op. You needed that push. Unfortunately, it got shut down by their chamber.
Right.
Oh, and we see a chamber ult coming out.
This is going to be really testing. This is double op setup.
Yeah.
And the Jet last round didn't really find too much with his op. GCU does know that she has it.
She has it, but we don't know what she can do with it yet.
Right.
So. Oh, but we see a counter op coming out from GCU Sam. So we'll see. He is not about to let this Jet get a pick on him. He's going to try and get that kill first.
This is definitely just going to be a test to see who's faster on the trigger.
Yep, we get that Sage Wall coming down again. Watanabe pushes up. You see that? I believe that Chamber is sitting mid again, waiting for a push through tube.
Yep.
But unfortunately, the whole team is just... Oh, and down goes Sam to that opping Jet.
Just took the good off.
But
such a big
Watanabe
kill
takes
Watanabe,
down their Jet.
Traded out.
Trying to get a cheeky little jump no-scope with the op, and it does not work out for him.
But we
get a res on Watanabe.
Oh,
got that chamber.
The chamber up is... Oh.
We got a good kill from Volt.
He knows the chamber is close, and he actually gets the info that his teammates got him down to 1 HP.
He's pushing his
timing.
Oh, he doesn't check rafters. He didn't check rafters. Oh, and down he goes to the... Oh, that is unfortunate.
I mean, that's just so unfortunate. He just doesn't turn around for that chamber. If he turns around earlier,
that chamber knew. That chamber had no idea he was pushing up that left side.
And he 100% knows that this Viper is going to be hitting the flank by then.
Oh,
if he doesn't see try and get traded at all. So that's just such a heartbreak loss.
Yeah, watching out for that Jet flank through mid.
Actually,
definitely should have. Fortunately,
I believe a tech pause.
We got a tech pause from GCU.
All right. So,
it'll be interesting to see how GCU tries to pull this one back. You know, they had a couple rough rounds. Pistol round didn't go their way. You know, that Jet bot op, I believe round 4, and it kind of threw them off a little bit. You know, they tried to play slower, try and avoid that op at all costs. And at the end, it did cost them. However, they were able to take that op down the next round, and hopefully they kept that off the enemy team.
Yep. Really looking to see maybe GCU change it up a little bit. Seems like they were putting a lot of emphasis on taking that early A control. So maybe want to see it lurk towards B. And it looks like we're getting back into the game.
Back into it. Short tech pause and
a lot of these GCU players just coming up.
We've got another fast A push. Watanabe floating up. We got takes down their Jet.
That's a big kill. I believe that's a Jet op. So if they just need to kill this Sage. If they kill this Sage, they should.
Watanabe gets taken down.
And they line up.
But Mume gets a double kill on their Sova and Sage. Sorry. Gets a plan down, and now all they got to do is keep these last two from rotating back.
I mean, this is big. They absolutely have to know that these are both the B players.
Yeah,
and they're going to push CT.
We get one down.
Big kill out of Mame. Oh.
We got the chamber pushing up door.
Timing could be everything. Oh, but Mame knows where he is now. Just comes down to 1v1. Just swing. Oh.
And chamber gets the pick on Mume, and the bomb is going to be defused.
I mean, it's such heroics coming out of Mame to try just bring them back into that round. It looked like Watanabe was just going to not be able to be traded at all. And
but Mume came in and just got that double headshot on that Sova and Sage, and that was big.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, they just were not able to hold that sight down long enough. See where they go. It looks like a B mid push, something we haven't seen. We got another Jet op sitting in nest on A.
Yes. I really think that this default is going to be really good for GCU, and I really like that Andy's starting to call this now. They've just been getting this A space for free, but then it comes down to just killing the Sage, and they've only been able to do it one
Sage
time,
putting that wall down gives her a nice off angle that they have to push through, and it is not giving them favor.
Here comes the Sova ult. It's just blind. I don't even know where he sent that.
No idea. We got Sam trying to counter this Jet op though. We'll see if that fight takes a turn for the better. They're playing this very slow though. They do not want to get picked off.
I mean, this looks really good for GCU too. These guys, the Texas A&M players, are already rotating off of B, and they just have the one guy mid. So if Sam can even get one, it will definitely draw the and the Boiler player is just going up to A heaven.
Yeah, and all that's left is this Viper sitting in B to mid, and we've got Watanabe Mume with the bomb pushing up into this B site, and if they can get that, then it's going to be a hard retake for all 5 of these players if they don't get one down.
I absolutely agree. This.
Volt sees one mid.
He saw him on that mid.
They're rotating out. Volt gets hits with a nasty headshot
really
through the.
Really looks like they're going to try and isolate them.
And that trip gets Trip distracts him and he gets taken down.
But in the meantime, he did get enough time for his team to get the plants, and
Sam gets a nice pick on their chamber,
making it even again. You just find this jet.
He sees the head and gets their jet. But he gets taken down by the Sage. But Mume brings it right back and gets their Viper.
Taro coming up big. The 1v2. Molly down. Shock darts out.
See this? We got a Silva with 37 HP in a 1v2 situation.
I believe he's just trying to get that up and just try and save it at this point. Just knows that he has no chance in the round. 1v2, both players stacked up on top of each other.
Yeah, that is rough. And Viper still had one Molly left to try and get that down.
I mean, that is a big round for GCU.
That is a big round. Yeah, that push B, they played it quiet, waited for everybody to rotate off, and then just got into sight, got a plant down, got the wall off, and then all they had to do was wait for everybody to push back in.
Right.
We saw some good picks from Sam. He took that op down early off of a nice shot on that jet, and that really just made it possible to just sit there and peek. You didn't have to worry about an op holding an angle on you. You could just sit and wait for them to try and tap bomb, but we see Sova give that op right back to their jet.
I really like this new look.
And Volt gets
an instant pick.
Chamber pushed up really far, and Volt gets a good pick on their chamber.
I mean, I just have to think that's from nobody playing B long for GCU at all. Like in these early rounds, they just all went up A, but now they're just going up B, and this chamber just has no respect for it.
Yeah. That's a good angle, but luckily they were able to get out of it. Wall is down and bomb is planted though, so they're gonna have to get past that wall. See their Sova try and break it. Watanabe holding that wall.
The spam's coming in, making Watanabe so weak.
But he gets a heal off from Mume as they continue to push in.
Tapping the bomb. They don't know if they're on, so they have to check. But the lineups come in.
We get
Viper Molly.
We get a Viper Molly and then a shock dart to take him down. And then
Sam
down goes we get Sam with a 3K to win the round.
I mean, that round felt just like the round before. Just 5v4, actually 5v4 for GCU this time instead of the 4v4. And they just cocooned up right next to yellow, up long. And they just had these hero plays coming in.
They get no intel. That early pick on Chamber was just brutal for Texas A&M.
Right.
They had one player left on B with 3 rotating back, but that is enough time for GCU to push up, plant, and then just wait it out.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that Chamber dying so early in the round just is so bad for Texas A&M. Especially, they just leave all of Kitchen untripped, and they just leave that trip on B long.
Yeah. Those chamber chips can come in big when they need to be, and that chamber going down early, it just it stops them from being usable. And Sam gets a shot on the Viper behind yellow. We get 3 taken down, going for the plant.
I mean that's just asserting your dominance right into the round. Mm-hmm. Just 3 instantly dying on their ones. But
their chamber with a second ult gets Watanabe. But he has to push past that wall into 3 angles. And we see their Sova's coming in from Kitchen. Gonna see if he can get a higher angle on these guys. He dropped down though.
This could be.
And Sam gets a pick on their chamber.
Always leave it up to Sam. Always getting those kills, making the scary round just
a lot less scary.
Yeah, exactly.
And we see again this Sova knows he can't win the round, so he's pushing back just to try and save Vandal.
I mean, this whole game plan from GCU, just after they found that taking the A, getting the post plant, just simply wasn't enough. Just switching it up and just going through B, killing the B guys, has been so effective. That's the 3 rounds in a row that they've gotten the post plant in a 5v4 or 4v5 scenario, and they just come out on top. Or even just finding 3 entries on that round, just all at once.
And we're actually seeing an eco round come in from Texas A&M. We got Deagle, we got a Sheriff. We know that Sova still has a Vandal. It also looks like Chamber has a Vandal, and Viper is going with a Marshall.
This is a big round. I really want to see GCU come away with this with the flawless or maybe like one loss. If they can do that, I really think that they're going to be really set for this half and just could possibly end it with a 7-5.
You know, we got another big B push coming in from GCU. We got their Jet and their Sage just still trying to flank. They get one part of the wall down, but it is still enough for Mume to plant that bomb and get out.
You know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Just keep pushing B. Keep pushing B.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. You know, you get 3 rounds in a row, you're going to keep going until you don't get a round anymore.
Well, this is, oh my goodness. So unfortunate. A great trade coming in. And the counter Viper ult. Did he just get that through the smoke?
I believe he did.
Oh, 1v3.
See Sam holding yellow.
He has his headhunter still. Picks up the Vandal.
Oh, but he gets double peeked.
I mean, that's just so unfortunate. You have to look on the bright side, though, for GCU. They did lose that round, but they got the Viper ult out, which, I mean, that's literally just a execute ending ult. Just throw the Viper ult down, and you just know that the push is instantly gone.
Yeah, I mean, you see that so many times. The Viper just ults as soon as that round starts, and it completely forces them off of sight.
Another big round. GCU committing this Chamber ult.
Yeah, we've got Sam with ult. We've got Mume with ult. We'll see if a res has to come down this round. You got both teams full buying, but their team has no ultimates. They may have full util, but they have no ults to counter.
But it looks like this early A aggression from Texas A&M, they're actually going to clear out a lot of this area and hear a lot coming up through B long.
Yeah, they're gonna keep this watch in B now. They know that GCU has been trying to full push this in, walling off, and just getting a plant offs. Oh, Chamber taking a couple shots through the Viper wall.
And that is just straight playing with fire, just spamming back, knowing that 4 players are just going to be sitting right on the other side of the wall, ready to spam you.
And you see Mume not even caring that his wall is being shot at. He is going for that plan no matter what, getting out.
Absolute team player Sage.
And good shot and TP from Sam.
Oh, but
Mume gets taken down by their Chamber, but Sam gets that trade off.
Another
and
one.
Down.
And Sage comes up with
3 to end the round.
I mean, that's just a heartbreaking round of loss. You find the first blood out of Sam, and then just it felt like Texas A&M was just able to crunch on them on yellow and just fast retake and get the 3 kills they needed.
You know, and that Sage angle and backside, you know, they can't hold top. They can't hold top box in fear of that Jet trying to peek through that little hidey hole that she has in the back.
Right.
But we see Sam coming in with an op, trying to counter.
Last round of the half. Big for GCU. If they can pull out this 5-7, I believe that their defense could just...
You know, and if we can get a play off, Volt has his ult as well. We can see some good post-plant plays. Get a recon dart going down.
Dart.
Looks like they are waiting it out a little bit, trying to decide where they want to go. We got...
I really like this change of pace, though. They've been like taking this B long aggression and taking the space really fast, or they've been taking A really
but we
fast.
See Watanabe get taken down by their Sova in mid.
So unfortunate. Oh, but on the bright side, we do have Rez.
We do have Rez, and Watanabe gets taken back up. We are
committing to the wall. This round becomes so much harder though now without that Sage wall. If they go B, it's going to be such a tough kill.
And Volt gets taken down by that Jet op in A.
It's just that kill on A just makes them feel so pressured that they have to push B.
Yeah, and we're seeing a full rotate out. This plant's going to get a lot harder without that Sage wall. We'll see this Chamber.
So it picks up another in mid.
There goes Sam.
Oh, Taro coming up big, making a hero play.
Taro gets one, but is taken down. And defenders get the last round of the half. We go into the second half with GCU defending and Texas A&M attacking with the score 8-4 in Texas A&M's favor. We'll see if this map can really change the pace of it. You know,
right?
We saw some good defender plays. We saw some good attacker plays, but now you get to see it switched up. And you know, who you never know what'll happen.
Right.
GCU could get some really good site defense. Texas A&M could get some good push. You never know in the game of Valorant.
Exactly. I think that 8-4 half for GCU is actually really good, considering that they went down 5-1 at the very beginning of the
Yeah, they
game.
they definitely brought it back with those B pushes, and it definitely helped them out get a couple rounds, maybe put them not so deep in a hole, so that they can bring it back in the second half.
I mean, with the firepower behind Watanabe, Sam, Taro even coming up, and Andy and Mame, this roster definitely has the talent and the experience to be able to
Sam
come
pushing up a little bit, trying to get an early
deficit.
peek off. He takes down the what a
big
nasty
shot out of
from Sam. Takes down their
Goes for
heels and their
more.
wall.
Oh, not able to find
shot.
it, but I mean, he's done his job. He's gotten that first blood, and now they're just gonna play back, play numbers, make sure that they don't throw this advantage away.
Yeah, we see Volt trying to get a peek mid. Watanabe still holding this B push, and looks like Texas A&M is going to back off of A completely and go for a full B push.
Jet just dashed up mid, and he's just going out alone.
Yeah, he is on site and he is off site, just like that.
And that is a Jet diff if I have ever seen it. It just gets taken down, full fighting alone. Watanabe coming up with another one.
Takes down their Viper. We have 2 left sitting mid, right, just holding 2 for their lives.
I mean, what do you do as these players? 2v5? You're just completely
Oh, but he
suffocated.
gets a good pick on Volt. Mume is going to back off and try and just keep time as long as possible.
My goodness, I can't believe they've actually escaped through CT and through rafters all the way up.
Yeah, they're on
looks
site,
like they're going to get this bomb
and
plant.
Sova is going to get a plant down with 12 seconds left. But we have got GCU players flanking them from every possible direction. Gets a couple shots off, but is taken down.
Saving grace. Watanabe on this great flank. I don't even think
Chamber has no clue.
He's just going to get caught out. Oh, the trigger.
Does he go for a knife?
Oh, he's going to knife.
Watanabe goes for a knife on the Chamber, and Sam takes down the Sova. What a dirty flank from Watanabe to get that knife kill.
I mean, that's just confidence. You just see that Chamber turn around. You don't even care where his other teammate is. Yeah, you want to get that knife kill.
You get that knife kill, and man, you know, this may be high-ranking plays, but that has gotta hurt to be that Chamber knifed in the back off of a flank. So we'll see if that affects how they play the rest of this. They're going to be a lot more cautious, checking a lot more angles, and checking so many angles could cause one of them to slip up.
I agree. I really like that round out of GCU, though. Sam finding that early pick
right
out of A main.
I mean,
it just shows how suffocating it can be when you come on offense on Icebox. You just get first blooded in like 20 seconds into the round. You don't know where else to go. You just have to try and lurk somewhere and make a play happen.
Yeah, we see Mume sitting. Chamber is just going to full push into.
Oh my goodness.
He just does not care about that orb.
Well,
but we see Watanabe with the judge getting the 2K on their Jet and Sage. And I believe that is bombed down. Jet dashes out.
But
Taro is there with the help to take down their Sova. It is a 2v4 with bomb down B.
They should know
they
where the
grab
Chamber
bomb.
is.
But Taro gets taken down by a nice shot from their Chamber.
This is where this round could become scary.
You see Sam in mid, though. Chamber is cautious, but may not have the idea, and is taken down.
I don't know about you, but I felt some deja vu from last half.
Oh, yeah, that Chamber sitting in the exact same angle.
This time coming out for GCU's favor. You just love to see that for GCU.
And then those early kills from Watanabe with the judge getting bombed down, it really forces the rest of the team to push to get that bomb to get kills, and it's just a choke point at that point.
Not only are those 2 big kills he gets at B-Long, but I mean, you just have to know those players are just tilted out of their minds.
Yeah, getting judged 10 seconds into the round.
There's simply no better feeling.
Yeah, nobody likes getting hit with a judge.
Start of the round. GCU coming in with lower buy with the bonus.
We see a full A push from Texas A&M, but the wall goes up from Mume.
He gets a shorty
kill, and then he gets it with the he gets a shorty in. But gets taken down by the Sova.
Oh my goodness.
We got one.
It just
and it is down to it equals up just like that. We're down to a 2v2 with Taro pushing in.
The ball meeting.
Trying to go for Taro trying to get a molly down on default.
Oh my goodness. But this flank again.
Volt gets a pick on Jet. Is it down to a 1v1?
Taro just has to find this timing.
Oh, Taro spots him out of the corner of his eye. This Sova has no idea that Taro is on the flank right now.
Oh, but he's watching for it.
Oh, and looks at the wrong angle and gets taken down in round 15.
I mean, you have to feel heartbroken if you're Taro right there.
Yeah, he sees that 1v1. He sees him early and just has no clue where he ends up going from there. And that is a tough angle to peek because you peek down below rafters and you get shot from your right, or you get shot from your right, and as we saw, you get shot from below rafters, and that is just unfortunate.
I mean, as unfortunate as that round loss is, I mean, it's huge for GCU. They took 4 down. They make the Sova reinvest into armor, and it's going to be a harder buy. And if they win this round, they're going to put the eco for Texas A&M really on
really low, yeah. So we'll hope to see some good shots coming down. See early shots going off on A. We see another fast A push coming in from Texas A&M. Owl drone going out.
Was this such a tough fight for Mume to try and live here? Just getting.
Oh, and Mume gets a nice peek on.
Gets traded out.
But it is enough.
4v4. 2 players on GCU low, but also this chamber on Texas A&M low as well. Oh, this drone. They've cleared out sight so fast. There are 3 players playing in the attacker spawn.
Yeah,
coming up with a
we got
kill.
We got lineups coming in.
I've never seen a lineup Larry like this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Sova and a Viper. You get the vulnerable from the Viper molly, and then a shock dart comes in and does 162.
Watanabe gets through 2. And they get the. Oh, but that's just going to be a round 1 for GCU.
And Watanabe gets
getting 4.
Getting 4 to end the round. Defend GCU. Great plays
in that round. Just finding those kills on the retake, just literally making it so easy for his team to get that defuse, get it half.
Yeah, we see Taro take the hero play, get that bomb to half, and then just draw that Sova ult away long enough to get that bomb defused.
I mean, you mentioned it. I mean, that's huge. They get that Sova ult in such a. I mean, it felt unwinnable for the Sova there when he pops his ult, and he still uses it. And now they don't even have to worry about it for another 2-3 rounds. So.
And now we do see an eco round coming in. We've got Sova and Sage both with sheriffs. See a fast jet push through the wall, and he's gonna get picked off by Watanabe. And Taro gets one on the Sova. Sage is going for a push. It gets taken down, and bomb is down in B.
That is just simply so beautifully played. Just a double hold on yellow, just making it impossible to push out of B.
It is a 5v1 again for this Viper with a Marshall, and gets taken down by Sam.
I mean, there's just no chance that Sam's going to miss that shot.
No chance that Sam is going to lose that against a Marshall. We see round 17 go to GCU, and they are bringing it back. It is now 9-8. It was 8-4 at half.
Yup, this is going to be a huge swing round coming into this round. I'm pretty sure Texas A&M is going to be on a full buy, and GCU obviously with that big eco, they're just going to rebuy into the round.
I mean, taking down the eco round, they didn't have to buy. They went 5-0 flawless round. They didn't have to buy anything. Maybe a bit of armor, a bit of util.
Right.
But we see Texas A&M having to full buy shield, Vandals, Phantoms, whatever it may be. See Sova lineups coming in.
Oh, it's taking
what a
shock dart.
That is a great shock dart to get rid of that chamber trip.
I mean, it keeps these players mid. They literally can't rotate off, or they just risk that somebody lurks up through kitchen and just makes this A execute so easy for GCU.
Yeah, you know, and whenever chamber trip goes down, he gets a notification. But Mume gets a great shot on the jet ult. You get a plant down and a wall up, and this is going to be a retake. You see all 5 players coming mid. We got Mume and Rafters. Sam gets taken down. Taro gets taken down, and Volt gets the trade on. Oh, Mume gets a good. All we have left is this Viper with.
He's on the flank.
And Viper's on the flank.
He's too low.
But he is too late.
Oh.
And Mume gets the defuse off before that Viper can flank fast enough.
He's just gonna
save time. Yeah, they went for a full buy, and only one of them survived, so they're gonna be low on money this round.
I mean, that you can't ask for anything more.
You see Sam put his trip in a different spot as to avoid that shock dart.
Just make sure to try and avoid it at all costs. You really want to keep that kitchen control with that chamber trip. It is just so easy to be able to just stack A, stack B without having to worry about kitchen at all.
Yeah,
with that
and I mean, even if they do push B, having that kitchen flank on you as you try and rotate A, that can be brutal.
Yeah.
We do see a push coming in from Texas A&M. Sam almost gets a clean shot and TP's out. His slower come down from Mume.
It's Texas A&M
trying to keep him offside as much as possible, and Mume gets taken down. Taro's still holding B site. As we try and see him rotate out. Sam Heaven with his op. Oh, such a close shot. Vol gets taken down by a shock dart, though. Sam's got a jet going up nest. Oh, got a good trade, though, but now it is down to a 1v4.
I've seen him win these. Surely he'll just pull it out this time, right?
I believe it. He seems to be playing a little cautious, just trying to play for exit frags as much as possible, and gets taken down.
That's just so unfortunate. I actually think Texas A&M forced into that round. They just came in with half shield rifles, and
it worked for them. That's the way the game goes. Sometimes you go in with sheriffs against ops, and you just get a good shot on.
Yep.
And then for them, it worked that round. We see 10-9. This is going to be a close matchup. They're pushing. It looks as if Texas A&M is going to be pushing A again, and it has been working for them, like we were saying. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And Texas A&M is taking that to heart.
Oh, I love
Sam pushing up with his ult. He gets two. He gets a wallbang. Oh, he gets a collateral through the Sage onto the Sova.
He just does that same thing that he did on that pistol.
And he gets one more on the chamber. It is a 5v2 as we see them try and Volt gets that kill on Viper. We see this Jet with bomb trying to push up mid, just try and make the best of what she's dealing with.
I mean,
it is a 5v1. Sam going crazy with that collat and then one more. And he gets taken down with the headshot wallbang by Phantom.
I mean, that's the Sam round that I was talking about that you're going to want to see out of him a lot. Normally, in the past, it's been with that Raze ult. He just satchels in and gets two. This time with the chamber ult.
Yeah, and last half we were seeing their Jet hold up, and she was holding way back. But we see Sam fearlessly just pushing up, trying to get those early frags as to change the tide of this match. And we are all tied up at 10-10.
And that's
big plays coming up from
Sam
GCU.
Differential, ladies and gentlemen.
But we are seeing another A push.
They're just not deterred at all.
And it looks like Volt and Taro might go for a flank here. They're just holding down B long. Taro pushes back as the flank. We get a.
He almost just timing the heck out of that drone. Unfortunately, doesn't come up with one. The bomb coming down.
Wants to not be going through mid, but we have an Texas.
Oh, and that's just such a big kill at a Taro.
Play. Take down
Viper ult.
Viper ult is down, so they're gonna have to push into it. Just seeing the sprays go down in a 5v4. Mume gets taken down. We get a couple trades. It is a 3v2. Taro gets one more, going for the defuse. Gets taken down in the Viper ult. That little bit of visibility that Viper gets definitely makes all the difference.
I really thought that Volt was just going to stick that and just tell him, hey, I don't care if you try and swing me. I don't care. I will stick this bomb, and I will try and win the round for my team.
The round, and
unfortunate.
This game, it does not matter how many kills you get. If you win the round, you win the game.
Absolutely.
We see Texas A&M going for another A push. It has been working for them. They've had a couple good rounds, a couple bad rounds. It really all depends on how they push this. But we see Watanabe, and I believe Taro over there on B again. So Volt is sitting mid, waiting to hear that they're pushing A. He rotates back into sight.
Early drone, actually going to push Sam off his angle. Oh, it's big from Mume.
Oh, Mume does it. Mume has.
But they get
two get taken down.
It really comes down to Sam to try and equalize.
Sam gets a good shot off on there. Sova has no idea that this jet is up in nest though.
This all comes down to timing. If
and gets taken down from pipes.
That's just so unfortunate. He misses that shot.
We have Taro and Watanabe pushing into a 3v2 with bomb planted. Watanabe actually still coming in from B. Both players pushing mid. Both going to try and almost an amazing molly.
Both coming out. I think they might think that corner.
Taro gets a good pick on the chamber.
If Watanabe.
And Watanabe is taken down.
I think Taro has an inkling that this Viper is still on site, but the timing just, I feel like, doesn't work out.
And that Viper.
That's just so unfortunate.
Unfazed by that molly and Viper orb coming in, just sitting there waiting for them to push by, and then she gets out and gets the kill.
I mean, that just shows how close these rounds have become. Like, Taro comes out of screens and gets one, and just all of a sudden it makes it a 2v2, tries to make this Viper lurk on the site just ineffective and kill both the teammates that are already in their spawn. It's just unfortunate that molly didn't clear that Viper. If it did,
that Viper definitely would have had to push out of there, and it would have been an easy kill. And then I think they play that retake perfectly.
Yep.
But we are looking at match point 12-10 for Texas A&M.
And the judge comes back out.
We see Watanabe coming back out with the judge. We know what he's done with that before. See, Vol gets taken down by their Viper. They
could take that drone. Slow coming in. Sam takes that space back.
They looks like they are pushing out, going B while the entire GCU team is A. But it also looks like GCU is not falling for it and pushing mid and rotating out.
I mean, this is a great play out of GCU. They know that they left A. They just want to take this mid aggression back. But he actually gets
gets two.
No.
And then they get him with a Vol gets taken down, but Taro gets one. He does have his Viper ult down. Taro in a 1v4. He has ult down, but in a 1v4, all they got to do is spray all around that bomb. And
he's just spitting. He knows this is just such a hard clutch to win.
Yep. We'll see him take down the chamber. That's a good kill. Pushing out.
You take wall up. Actually, drops his ult.
He drops his ult.
Interesting play. Gets 3.
Gets the kills. And gets taken down. Texas A&M takes match 1 on Icebox.
That
was a hard fought game. We went into half 8-4. Texas A&M had double the rounds that GCU had, and they were able to bring it back 10-10. That is just great teamwork, great gunplay, and great plays by GCU to bring that back. And unfortunately, they got those last 3 rounds taken from them, and Texas A&M takes match 1.
And a lot at the end, I just felt like came down to those post plants, those retakes for GCU, just not being able to come up with the kills that they needed, or maybe the lineups that just stopped them dead in their tracks.
Yeah, and we saw a couple rounds where Viper just managed to lurk long enough to force them to plant force them to defuse and then just get an easy kill. But we'll see round 2. I believe we're going into Ascent.
Yes.
We'll see. I think we'll also see another great game, another close game coming in from Texas A&M and GCU.
I think so too. I honestly think that this Ascent map is better for GCU than Icebox, even though they're very good on Icebox. So I'm really interested to see what comes out of GCU, because I believe Watanabe actually goes onto the chambered for Ascent, and Sam goes onto the jet.
Then that'll be fun. I think seeing that matching lineup between the two teams really goes to show what operators are good on what map.
Right.
And I think maybe we'll see a switch up. Maybe we'll see some differences in this next match. I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of util matchups we could see. You know, we had the exact same thing. We saw shock darts, mollies going down, all the stunts coming out from Texas A&M and GCU to try and get the win. But I think this next match will also be another great one to watch. See Sam get some more crazy kills. We saw him get that 3K with the chamber op, the collateral. What a beautiful shot from him to start off that round quick.
I think that's one of the big thing. You kind of touched on it, how we kind of saw a mirror comp on Icebox, and now coming into Ascent, you can have a lot of different looks. I feel like Icebox, it kind of contains the creative process for teams. Yeah, it's just 100%. Like 5 agents. You can maybe trade in a jet for a raise, but that's a big maybe. But coming into Ascent, you could run KO, Sky, Killjoy, Chamber. The possibilities really are endless for these teams.
You see a lot of op possibilities on Icebox between Rafters and the attackers, Rafters, getting those op fights. But Ascent, we got mid, which is always a big spot for op plays to happen. Yes. You've got Arch and you've got Cat. You always see somebody pushing out, trying to get an easy pick. And that is always a fun gunfight to see. Right. Whether it be between Marshals, Sheriffs, Vandals, it is always interesting to see who will come out on top on that.
Yeah. And this Ascent map, I'm just, like I've already said, I'm really looking forward to.
And Ascent is a great map. You see plenty of lineup videos on Ascent. You see the Sova recon dart into B main with the Odin just spraying through the wall. We may see some of that. Who knows? Right. They could pick a Sova, and I believe we will see Volt take a Sova again. I believe he is a I believe he's a dedicated Sova main. So maybe we'll see some plays like that come out from him.
Sova is so powerful on Ascent. Those walls on Ascent always feel like paper. And you just shoot right through them.
So many wall bangable options, And even those mid pushes, they have the metal like framing, but then you shoot through that and it becomes as thin as the rest of the map, and then you can get shot through. And you see stuff like that happen all the time. I believe, I don't know a lot of what these players like to, what characters they like to play, but Killjoy is a great agent on this map. That B-site hold is insane for Killjoy players, so we may see a lot of Killjoy plays coming out in this match from both teams.
Right, and I really like that Killjoy, like versatility almost. Like she can lock down a site, like on B site, for example, like you were saying. You just feels like you just never can push it with the Killjoy mollies and the Killjoy bot and the turret. And then you could turn around the next round. You want to play B for retake, you just throw the alarm bot right in mid, and they just never have passage. It's just like having that chamber trip on Icebox. Just literally.
It forces them to go in one direction, and if they try to go in another, then you're already there to stop them and lock them down.
Or just trying to funnel in your the enemy team into the op that you want them to peek into, and just maybe get lazy and let you get 1 or 2.
And that Killjoy lockdown on B site, it really makes it so that holding A can be a lot easier. You have you send Killjoy B by herself. It's easy for her to lock down that with her alarm bot, her turret, and bow swarm grenades in that little in that little alleyway to go to B site. And you see that all the time. It is awful to get caught in that. I have done it more than once myself, I will be honest. But then you send a couple mid, and then you send the other 3 A, and it is just easy to lock down a site just like that.
Yeah, I think we talked a lot about the Sentinels that you can kind of switch up with the Killjoy and Chamber, but it also comes true with the controllers also. With Omen and Brim. With this new patch that came out recently, and they just made Astra not as
viable.
But, you could play her, but she's not nearly as good.
Yeah, losing one of her stars was definitely a big upset. Yeah,
and with the suck reset going up by I believe half.
Yeah, and even Viper getting nerfed in that as well. But you still see quite a few Viper players coming out. With the Viper orb coming in and the Molly, that combination is really viable.
Right.
We see that.
This is actually interesting. I would have thought that GCU was the one to come out and ban Fracture, but actually it sounds like Texas and A&M came out and banned Fracture for GCU.
Mm-hmm. And we see GCU banning Bind. You know, those teleporters can be crazy plays.
Which, I mean, that works perfectly for GCU's map pool. Fracture and Band, they really don't like playing those maps. So you come out and your opponent instantly bans your insta-ban.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just get to ban Bind, and you're like, oh, we get to play those really good maps.
Yeah, those heavy flank, those heavy rotate maps are always awful to play defense on. And we have map 2. GCU starts a defense this time, so we could see some good plays from that.
Yep.
And then if it goes into game 3, which I believe it'll go into game 3. I have faith that it'll go into game 3.
I think so too. This Ascent map, I mean, I kind of talked about it earlier before the Icebox map. I feel like that pistol, if you can win that pistol round for GCU and you just start that momentum off instantly, especially on defense Ascent, it feels so suffocating to be on Ascent and not be able to just kill anything on the map.
Yeah, and I mean, Ascent, there's so many choke points in there.
Right.
You've got B main, you've got A hallway just going into sight. You've got garden. You have to push up cat, which is a choke point in and of itself. There's a lot of close angles, and we were seeing Watanabe pull out the judge plays and the shorty. So I think we'll see a lot of that again.
I'm hoping to see more of that.
I think that was good. Yeah, and you know, getting killed by a judge does not feel good in any way, shape, or form. So I think he's trying to mess with their heads a little bit at the same time.
Knowing Watanabe, that's 100% what he's going for.
Yeah.
If he gets one kill and gets traded, it's all good, because you know what? He got in their heads. That's what the main goal of getting a judge is.
And we saw that knife. We saw that knife happen too, and that was brutal. Yes. Watanabe is just almost trolling them at this point. It's a lot of shotgun gameplay.
Yes.
You know, you see the knife. I think he's having fun right now. I think both teams are having a lot of fun. You know, it's disappointing to lose first round, but when you bring it back from an 8-4, you got to be confident. You know that you can win, and I think that they have that confidence going into this next map. I think they are for sure wanting to win this next map to bring it to game 3.
Yeah, I think that is a really good point that you brought up, how they came back from that deficit that they have of 8-4. It like really gives them that confidence boost. Like, hey, like these guys, like they're good, but they're not so much better than us that we just can't win the map.
Yeah. No,
you know what I mean? So
I 100% agree.
You go right back into this defense on Ascent. I mean, that's like I said, that's literally
those defensive choke points with Watanabe and his shotgun plays. I feel like he'll be in his comfort zone during these rounds.
Right.
Which will be a lot of fun to see. You know, we saw Sam hit some nice chamber shots. We saw a lot of good shots coming out from both teams, and I think it'll be good to see. I think we will see a lot of that happen in this map again as well, with those fast-paced fights mid, and then you know you might get a peek from A to Halls to just get that nice early pick off in that choke point before you go into Cubby, and I think we'll see a lot of good gunfights happening.
And going into the agent picks, I mean, I'm really excited to see what GCU picks here, because in the last map, obviously Icebox, you're going to want to bring a Sage into it. You don't really bring the KO. I mean, some teams have been, but his Sage is just so powerful, just looks like
for Texas A&M, we have got a Jet, Chamber, and KO lock-in already.
And it feels like that they're probably going to just lock in that Sova and Omen.
That Sova
surely,
and Omen.
Right?
Yeah, we got Taro running Omen as well, and our dedicated Sova main Volt locking in. Yep. Sam going Jet.
Yep.
Just like you called. We do see the Killjoy coming out from Mume for this early defensive rounds.
It actually Watanabe on the KO. I actually thought he would be on Chamber. I've seen him on Chamber on Ascent quite a bit. He's even played it on Icebox a little bit back in when Sam was playing Raze and wanting to get that started. But I mean, I really like this change and this look from Ascent for GCU.
I think, you know, Chamber and Killjoy are both definitely good picks for this map. Chamber, one of the best sentinels in the game right now, with abilities
100%.
that are able to kill easily to get out of bad situations, and he can stop players in their tracks. I mean, that's just one of the best things. But on Ascent, you get those 2 swarm grenades down, and Killjoy can be just a absolute hinder to your gameplays.
Absolutely. I mean, the turret alone, especially on pistol round, I mean, that turret just chips away, and you just, instead of just getting 4-tapped by a ghost, you get 3 tapped.
Yeah.
Instead of getting 4 tapped by Classic, you get 3 tapped. And really with those Classic right clicks, how crazy they can be, just instantly 104 damage just done to you.
And,
like,
you know,
it's big.
We were talking about that Killjoy lockdown on B, but Texas A&M does not seem to care as they're going to full push B main.
Oh, this might get scary for GCU. I mean, if maybe Mame puts his molly down on B main at the entrance, it could really stop this push. But yeah, and it even looks maybe like it might be a mid B split.
Yeah, and we see Taro sitting in garden at just to make sure that they don't come up that A main hallway.
Right.
And if they do, then they can rotate out easily. But it does look like we have a few going mid. They're going to fast push through mid, try and get to market.
Oh, they really want to take this space super fast and just force these fights on these players. And Sam actually gets
Sam
one.
wants Nabi both get one, and Mume 3 go down. Sam also gets taken out though.
A beautiful crossfire in mid from coming out of Mame and Watanabe.
For sure. Now we're down to a 4v2. Both the Omen and the Sova mid pushing back towards A. We didn't see a lot of lockdown go there, so they should have a free walk into sight. And they also have bomb, which is going to mean that they don't even have to worry about going into gunfights. They can just take this.
I actually really like how GCU is playing this. Like they're giving full A sight, but they're making sure that they jiggle this corner right here.
It does look like both players are going to go for gunfights here, though, even with the bomb. They both go up top. They have no idea where any of the players are. They're checking hell. Sova uses Recon Dart to get 0 information. The plant is going to go down.
Oh, and such a nerdy Sova Dart coming in already from Volt, just highlighting what we were talking about. Sova being so valuable on Ascent.
See 2 up top.
4 comes in. And Taro gets the first.
They don't know where the last one is, but it does not matter as Volt gets the final kill on the Sova to win pistol round. Round 1 goes to GCU.
That's just well played. I mean, they read that mid aggression with this Turk, or the Sova drone rather, coming up just super fast, and they just knew they just had to fight and take those crosses.
Yeah,
and Mame playing perfectly off.
And their Sova not peeking that heaven early definitely got their Omen killed, and that allowed the other 2 to push in and just make it a 4v, make it a 3v1, and there was just no chance that they were going to win that one. GCU takes round 1. We are seeing frenzies come. We see Jet with a frenzy, maybe dashing in, but we do have a team split on Texas A&M. We have got 2 going B and 3 going A.
It's looking like it might actually turn into a fake. Oh, but this Omen having bomb, though, A, probably not a fake as much on B. Just a Sova Dart maybe to keep the players there for a couple more seconds while they hear all these
Jet pushes in.
Coming in.
And Taro gets the last bullet headshot.
That was looking so scary in the slurk up mid.
We got Sam taking one down.
My goodness.
Watanabe gets taken down, but Sam takes down another. That is a 4v1.
4v2.
Oh, sorry, 4v2. You are right. But bomb is down. Chamber is going to try and grab it without getting killed. Sam just playing careful.
Force this fight.
He's going to. We've seen this Chamber hit good shots. But we've also seen Sam fight back and get a good shot off himself. We know where he is. Sam takes him down, and down goes the Chamber. Round 2 to GCU. We see Sam with a big 4K to win that.
I mean, that's huge that it's Sam getting those kills too, right? Because that charges up his ultimate, and just coming into the third round bonus. If he has that Blade Storm coming into it, I mean, that could be detrimental to Texas right now.
Yeah. I mean, they're having to push into those knives that respawn with every kill, and Sam being the kill meister he is.
Exactly.
He gets those knives 5 times, you may be in trouble. We're getting another... Oh, wait, no, we're seeing a rotate back towards A. We make it a full push A, maybe some peeks mid. But Taro has the shorty.
Oh, boy.
We're going back into the shotgun plays. He saw Watanabe get some good plays, and he's like, I got to try that out myself, have a little fun, you know?
Absolutely.
See some lockdown come down. They know that they are A.
I mean, they probably have this read because they got sight, so...
Watanabe gets taken down. Sam gets a pick.
And there's that Blade Storm like we were talking about.
Taro gets taken down.
Oh, just spam.
Sam gets hit twice.
So unfortunate. Drone coming in on this 3v4.
We see Mume try and go through doorway, try and get a nice flank. Sam gets another. 2 get taken down. Mume gets taken down from the back and down goes Volt in round 3. Texas A&M takes that.
I mean, that's just a tough lurk to get killed by for Mame. I mean, it looked like he was slightly aware of it, but the Omen just came in so late. That was just
and
hard
you know, Watanabe was trying to get a nade down on that choke point, but unfortunately he just gets taken down by that nice head peek by the Jet.
Maybe caught a little unaware, but you know what? It's the bonus. I'm on that copium.
You know, and they're up 2-1. You know, they've got the round advantage right now. They got a full push B, but Volt's gonna have them intel'd immediately. Maybe not though, as it double bounces and doesn't get off.
This Jet is just dashing in. He wants to make the space for his team so fast, and it just leaves Volt completely alone. He has to get one at least.
He gets one off the blind. KO blinds his own teammate and gets him killed. Volt gets taken down by their Sova, and they are now planting.
You know what? At the end of the day, he's done his job. He's gotten the one that he needs as the side anchor.
This Chambers loves his lurking angles, though. He takes down Watanabe and is back in B main. They have takes down Mume. Taro takes down their KO. It is a 2v3. Let's see what he does. The dart and gets taken down. Round 2 goes to Texas A&M.
I mean, these fast executes just feel, they feel hard to stop for GCU right now. Texas A&M is like in the blink of an eye, 10 seconds into the round, barrier drops, Jet's already dashing out on site, getting followed up by his team, gets the opening entry, and it just makes it so hard for GCU.
That double bounce recon dart from Volt definitely got that intel off a little bit late, caused a late rotate. You know, it looks like they're pushing A now. We probably see another recon dart go down from Volt, but we'll see what happens. We're seeing a lot of intel gathering, whether it's the KO's lockdown or whether it's the dart.
Yeah, it's just
Jet dashing in. Taro gets taken down, but Sam we're gonna dash out. Watanabe gets their Jet.
I mean, I consider that a win. They killed the Jet on the entry and did not allow that.
And nobody else got on site. Yeah, so now they got to go through that choke point.
But as I say that, just run through, just swing Sam and get the kill.
And that Sova dart is such a hassle to play against. Such a long time that he gets to just figure out where you are, and he gets a scan off on Mume.
Yep. The turret out. It's such a hard retake for GCU.
There, Sova gets 2 on Mume and Volt. Is a 1v4 for Watanabe. He gets the shot off, but is taken down. That was a nice shot.
That is actually huge. He gets that kill because that just means that his ultimate just comes online now. So they're gonna have the ult to stop the push, even if they KO ult. If he just instantly KO ults their push, it just becomes ineffective.
Yeah, it just cancels out completely.
Yep.
We have their chamber with his ult as that's their chamber with ult as well. We'll see if he goes for that. We saw some good shots from him come back last game. We'll see if he can do it again. But Taro also has his ult. He is sitting A, getting ready to rotate out. Maybe using that ult, maybe just flanking.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good reactive
Jet dashes in again. We see that happen once more.
But he didn't clear his corner.
They don't know.
Be huge. Oh no.
They don't know that he's.
He gets 2.
Oh, but he gets. Oh, he did. Volt got 2. Sam gets 1.
Yeah. Oh. The KO on site. 1v2.
What a flick from Volt.
Big shot.
He looked away for a split second and went right back to that KO set. That could have
spelled catastrophe for GCU right there.
That was
if he
almost
caught that timing and just killed Volt instantly, that would have just been a round lost.
Volt was looking right where he was and then looked away for that split second. But luckily, Volt with those, oh man, that was crazy.
And here it comes again. What does Texas A&M do? Rush B. What do they do after that? Rush B again. This onslaught. It's actually just insane.
I think we'll see the exact same thing happen. Watanabe is spotted though. That jet does not care if you're going to push. He is going to push in his.
But Volt
gets bombed down.
Oh, that's big.
Omen ult is taken away.
This really determines on Mumba if he can get one.
One down.
That really makes it really good for GCU right here.
the flame. Oh, no! Sam misses the headshot and gets taken down, but is traded out by Volt. And there goes Volt.
1v2, Taro.
We got Taro in sight, full health, full shield, both pushing up right side. That is smoked off.
This could be so tough. This timing doesn't work out for Taro.
Oh, he's not checking his back.
Sees one.
Oh, but unfortunately gets taken down.
Oh.
That was a tough round. Watanabe trying to get that little peek off, but between the Omen paranoia and that Jet just pushing on a site every single round, it did not work out the way he wanted it to.
Oh, that is just so unfortunate for GCU. They get the trades, they get the effective trades too. Mame even gets one while he's getting swung by 3 players.
Yeah,
and they still just can't come out with the round.
You know, and we've got KO ult, we've got Killjoy ult. I think we'll see a lot of util come down this round.
Yeah,
Killjoy is getting Mume gets pushed off site as he gets.
How wallbang coming so close.
And they are just pushing on a site.
That is just
with
a gun diff
no
right
mercy.
Mac.
Watanabe with a good kill, but gets taken down by a shock dart. Chamber lurking underneath, but gets taken down by Taro.
And all of a sudden, it's a 2v2.
Sam is. They're unaware of this Sova though. But Omen.
Oh, it's Sam. If he can just kill.
Sam gets taken down by.
It's such an unfortunate round to lose. But
yeah, and that was so close. You know, you saw Taro get those 2, make it a 2v2, but just can't.
I mean, the fact that they brought that back though with sheriffs only.
Yeah, no,
and even having a chance into that round, I think is pretty impressive.
And getting those kills with sheriffs is big, even if you don't win the round, because it takes guns off them.
Right.
Without ever having to buy a full gun yourself. You know, you take sheriff, you get a good head tap, it just takes away their economy. And we see GCU is back in the full buy range now. So.
Oh, and this could be bad for GCU.
Jet
They've just
on
been
the
full
flank.
rushing these past 5 rounds, 6 rounds, and they just switch it up. And
they just switch it up completely. Don't even.
He whiffs.
The Jet dashes into the wall and gets killed off of it. Their Chamber gets 2 though.
He gets attacked.
Chamber gets 2. Watanabe gets 2 on the Chamber and their other Omen.
Oh, the silence.
He knows that he's got.
This timing could work.
We see Volt take down their Sova, and it is a 3v1.
They're just getting that bomb plant down, getting his ult. 1v3. Dart coming in.
They saw him go hell.
I believe. Yeah, they definitely should know that he's just stuck here. He's won.
Good shots from their KO.
Turns to flash. He whiffs. 1v1. He knows exactly where he is.
But a good shot from their KO to take down Mume for round 9.
It's such a heartbreaking loss for GCU in the 1v3.
Yeah,
and the timeout coming out.
Timeout coming in. That's just big shots from that KO though. You know, there's not much you can do about that. He got a pick on Volt, and then he got the other pick, and then.
Yep. Just keeps isolating those duels.
He just kept going. He made a 3v1 into 3 1v1s, and you know that's just that type of gameplay is just really hard in such a team game. You know, you have a 3v1. And
I mean, this time out, I have to imagine they have to be talking about how they're going to stop these 5-man pushes. It just feels like all they've been doing, the thing that's really been working for them, is Jet just dashes in. They get the KO flashes, they get the KO mollies out, so they stop the rotates, and they just isolate the lone player on site.
Yeah.
You just have to think, will GCU come up with an answer?
Yeah, and we saw that happen. We saw that happen with Volt in Boathouse. You know, the Jet dashed in, and he was just forced to just pull back as much as possible and try and just get picks. And he got 1, but then was just taken down. And then Texas A&M, it's free sight.
Right.
We're going back into the game, and Watanabe has a judge. We saw last game he just was just no mercy with that judge, just getting kills left and right.
I mean, we asked for an answer, and out comes the judge, the best push stopper that I could possibly think of.
And we are seeing that. We are seeing them be
when the smoke.
We're seeing one. We see.
But
we see all 3 go apart. Down. They're getting KO gets rezzed.
Still just 5 coming out into this site. It really just comes down to Mame and sees what he can get. Just cuts nothing.
And down, and they get a flawless round with that KO ult, just saving that KO from ultimate demise. Watanabe almost getting that kill on the Jet.
That would have been huge. I have to imagine the Jet had to have been 20 HP
or less. Yeah. You saw how many of those shots got his head. I mean, he had to have been low.
It's just so unfortunate that the Judge doesn't finish off that kill, and the only kill he does get, the KO ult. So he just gets rezzed
right up into a smoke. Yep.
Oh.
We'll see. They have Texas A&M has backed off B, and they're going for A. But I don't think they care what side they go. I think they're just gonna dash in, whether it be A, B. But Jet takes a bit of damage from the KO molly.
I mean, this is good though. They're playing full retake already. They have this.
Sam going to take some shots off, almost getting that Sova.
Get some good damage on that Sova. That could be huge.
You see the entire GCU team sitting guard and trying to take that.
Now this really just comes down to just protecting the Killjoy ult, making sure that you can just.
And it doesn't look like Texas A&M is all that worried about this Killjoy ult, surprisingly.
Just to get
all four are.
They just don't.
They are all gone due to the KJ ult. They just weren't worried about it for some reason. I don't know what they were thinking, just staying on site.
I cannot believe that
all 4 remaining players get locked down by KJ and taken
POV,
out.
You're Texas A&M. Killjoy ult goes down. What do? Stay on site. It's fine, guys. We'll just get detained for 8 seconds and let them kill us. All good.
Lockdown takes out all 4 players.
I mean,
and that just cost them the round.
You can't ask for a better gifted round than that.
Yeah.
They just all stay on site. I cannot believe that just happened.
You almost never see. I don't know what they were thinking. Was GCU going to push that and they were going to get the kills before the KJ ult went off?
It almost makes me think that they had shock dart lineups that just didn't hit.
They had to have. Sam gets a big shot on KO.
And he gets out for free. I mean, that's exactly what you want out of Sam right there, is just using that dash ability.
But as we've been seeing this entire game, their Jet is already in sight and in hell. That sounds bad. He is in the part of the map called hell.
This Omen Lurk has been just catching GCU off.
Watanabe gets the drone down without getting recon, but they do know that he is there. In a 4v4 situation, we've got one still mid.
Door closes. And Watanabe is just going to try and isolate this Omen and see if he can find him.
He knows he's there. And Omen gets the good shot off.
Maybe.
And takes one more. Gets taken down.
Terra finally getting it. And now it just gets so hard.
Trying to splay through the 4. Gets. That chamber is low.
Just get these players so close to death. It becomes really unfortunate whiff. It looks like we come to a 4-8 half again.
And we saw them bring this back last time. We saw an 8-4 turn into a 10-10 just like that. So I think we'll see it again. We saw a fast push. And it was working for him. So I believe, GCU may do the same. It may work out for them. They may play slower and try and switch up. Texas A&M is so used to having these fast-paced games that they may be expecting a fast-paced game themselves.
Right.
But, GCU could push this could slow walk all the way into sight, and it could turn out to be the way they want it.
Even if they do end up speeding up on this, I mean, I can't think of a better team for executes than GCU. You just have Sam sprint at you, Watanabe flash out of the smoke. I mean, there's not much you can do.
We were seeing the same plays come out, same push as their Jet was doing.
Well, this is Sova Dart. Just absolutely.
Sam taking a couple of shots from mid.
Already picked. Oh, Sam
taken down.
Gets
taken
one.
down one.
Volt
gets two.
Oh, but they have to kill the Shamer on site. Ah, yes.
And down he goes.
Frenzy, run and gun.
And now all that's left is Sova and Market.
Oh, no, but he didn't clear him. Oh, but he made steps.
Yep.
Sam
we have Sam staring at Market, waiting for this Omen to push.
That could have been bad. I'm really confused, though, how Sam is still... Okay, that makes more sense.
He was sitting logs. We saw that Chamber do that last round, and it didn't work for him either, so... We'll see this Omen try and push into sight in a 2v1 to get this defuse off. We see Volt holding a close angle, trying to get a nice classic right click maybe.
Oh, they hear him on site now. They just can definitely play.
And Mume goes with the wallbang frenzy.
Great double swing. Even if Mume falls,
that's a good trade, yeah.
Well played out of GCU.
We see Pistol Round go to GCU.
I mean, I really have to credit that to Volt getting 2 on site. Not only that, but like Sam staying alive so long in Market. There were literally 2 players coming out of that smoke, and he's literally 1 HP. He gets 1, and he still lives.
Yeah, and that is big because Sam being alive forces that Omen to play a little bit more cautious coming out of Market and peek all angles. And he does get Sam, but that forces a lot of time off, and then they're just able to kill him on that push.
Yep.
We see GCU full Spectre. They went full.
Oh, Shorty.
Goes down to the Shorty, but is traded off.
They don't know that they have sight.
Only going into Heaven. Also at the Shorty, but a Shorty up in Heaven versus a Shorty on that close angle. Those are 2 different stories.
Indeed. Really disciplined of them
this Omen is just waiting for somebody to push him.
He wants that.
He wants to get a Shorty kill. We see... That great molly from Mume
really delays them.
One garden. Oh, couple shots coming off.
Chamber
gets one. Volt.
But the Shorty, 2v2.
See one to the right.
He comes out to help.
And Volt takes down their Chamber for the round.
I didn't realize it until he got that kill, but he was 1 shot to literally any gun.
Chamber?
No, our Sova, Volt.
Oh, Volt was 1. He was 19 health, yeah.
That could have ended terribly, but thank goodness. Came out, got the trade exactly when he needed to. Gets that kill. Now, I mean...
Any longer in that Chamber could have pushed away, seen where he was, and then just gotten a nice easy shot off.
That's just such a tough bonus round. You heard us talking about it a lot in the last map, too, with these bonuses. Just doing damage, that's maximum damage you can do, possibly. Yeah.
But we got GCU full buying, Texas A&M going for a half buy with Spectres. Sam pushing up Cat. Just gonna get detected. Oh. They know they have to figure he's guarding based on where that knife came from. But
I really like this contact play, just smoking and they
smoked
and go in.
Gonna get flashed.
Double flash and
he takes down Taro.
Goes down.
But Mume trades with the Bulldog.
Gets 2.
Mume gets 3 with a Bulldog.
And he gets the lockdown.
And he gets locked down. He gets sight. Oh, this is big for GCU. With another molly coming into that little pocket to slow them down, pushing Heaven.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
they are just gonna sit in this lockdown. I don't think Texas A&M is going to try and push this lockdown again based on what happened last time they had to deal with it.
I mean, this feels like GCU should know that these players are both on the flank. They didn't hear anything in Heaven from them running away from the ult.
Yeah.
And it's just, there goes the turret. Oh, Sam goes down though. Watanabe just all comes down to Alex.
Oh, and Mume gets taken down.
Oh, that's
unfortunate.
So
that was big from Mume to get on site, get those 3, get locked down. Unfortunately, they couldn't pull it through. But
you can't help but feel like that round just slipped out of GCU's hands. They had the lockdown. I guess they theoretically shouldn't have known where they were, but I mean, you're gonna be kicking yourself after that round, especially now. You're gonna have to go into a save.
We're seeing a full eco round, all sheriffs. But we've been seeing some good sheriff plays come out of GCU in these rounds. I think, it's an eco round. You may not always win it, but I think they'll for sure get some picks off on this round. I think that's their plan, is to just kind of ruin Texas A&M's econ while trying to bring their own back up.
I mean, if they even get 2, 3 kills, maybe. He just doesn't
Sam with the
check
marshal
corner.
doesn't check the corner.
This flash could be big. He gets him full flying. But Sova has the help. Volt, though, getting the KO. I don't actually know where that kill happened.
Yeah, wait.
That was on Cat. They're just going to try and isolate this Omen and try and get this kill. They do have a Phantom to work with. But Chambers, oh my gosh. He's pushed up all the way through B main. He sees a barrel. That smoke is so good. He knows he's trapped on the right. He just swings. He gets the kill.
Big shot from Volt.
50 seconds to go. There's a lot of time here.
Volt gets taken down mid.
Fortunate. I think the Omen had to have seen him there.
I think they saw each other.
The head taps. He's just stuck.
And the Chamber ult.
That's just can't really do much on that.
That's a tough fight for that for a Phantom versus a Chamber ult with a nice scope to that head glitch. That's just a tough fight to be in. Yeah, especially in a 3v1.
They did do exactly what we were asking them to. Get 2 picks in the round. That at least stifled the econ a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So, we see that KO. He only has $400 left after a full buy. So
right. This is such a huge swing round. If GCU wins this round, they're going to be able to full buy, reinvest right into the next round, and A&M's going to have to light buy. And it looks like they're just going to go in super fast with this KO ult. Knife out, Sam dash, but they get double picked. Volt getting the trade.
Sam did not see the guy mark it as he's in the smoke.
It really comes on Sam to get this kill. Taro gets one. The widest swing I've ever seen.
Yeah, wide swing.
But in the end, advantage GCU. 3v2 post plant.
3v2 post plant.
Exactly what you want to see.
We know where one of them is.
Sova ult as well. He's probably looking to queue it up, see what he can get.
And this jet is coming. Looks away at
he's caught unaware.
An unfortunate time.
Dash out. His kills.
Good shot from Taro.
And 1v1. They're both
so lit. And Watanabe goes down. That was really close. Those shots and those wall bangs from Watanabe got that KO low, but in the same way that KO managed to get shots off on Watanabe, and that's just unfortunate.
Everything just went wrong. You're gonna need that timeout again.
Yep.
You're going into another eco.
You
just lost the
round.
3v2. You might be a little tilted.
Yeah, and it's 11-6 right now. They need something to bring this back to get this win. I mean, Texas A&M is up game 1 right now. I believe that GCU can bring this back.
Absolutely.
They need something to slow down the pushes. We've seen they need something to get into sight easier because they're on offense now.
Yeah.
But
it just seems like these crossfires from Texas A&M always at least get one or two every entry,
maybe even 3 at some points.
Right.
And we were seeing that in the same way with Texas A&M attacking. They were just pushing in carefree, Omen paranoia coming in to watch any close angles, and then the jet dashing in. And we were seeing a lot of that happening with GCU as well, but maybe not as much. And it's definitely, they're playing a little bit slower than Texas A&M was, allowing rotates to come back. And I think it'll be interesting to see how they decide to switch it up to maybe push faster, slower, different pushes. We haven't seen a lot of mid push at all recently, so maybe we'll see some of that. But for right now, we're just seeing an A push go all out.
Yeah, I mean, it actually looks like GCU is going to force into this with rifles. You're going to try and get this orb for Sam to get that Blade Storm up and running.
I think if Sam can get that, then GCU definitely has a chance in this round.
Right. Chambers already walked all the way through B main. I mean, this just makes the round so much more difficult for GCU. They just know they're
crazy flank right now.
They just know they're all up in B main, or in A main rather.
And I mean, they haven't had a full flank like this yet, so they're not going to be expecting it.
Yeah, and that KO is just keeping them there. They know that this flank might be huge.
Chambers still just walking through spawn. Mume has no clue, just watching mid.
But this time he doesn't look to left. The turret.
Does Moonbay get the pick off? Okay.
They get the trade.
Watanabe gets the trade.
Oh, but they just know that everyone's there.
Yeah. That chamber coming through was unfortunate for this, to say the least.
Well, in this fast rotate, I mean, this Sova might get into the spot to just completely destroy what GCU wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, they're all going back
mishap.
B, and Sova is there to counter it with a really good angle. I mean, right now it's a 4v1, but this could turn into less than a 4v1 very quickly. They know he's there. They shot at him, so they have all 4 on site, with the rest of Texas A&M having to rotate back.
Now they've done their job. 4v4.
Sam's Bladestorm going to go down, but he still has a Phantom to work with.
Now this retake is coming in fast. KO gets 1. Oh, he gets
Sam.
They get the
an
trade.
insane kill.
Wait,
And
Volt gets 2.
Volt gets 2 to win the round.
The saving grace for GCU. That force is so big.
Yeah,
so big.
And that kill from Sam on the Omen was so needed.
Right.
If you're having to watch 2 angles as Volt, that is tough. But Sam getting that kill allows Volt to just watch stairs and get 2 of those picks to end the round.
I mean, that round is such a big swing round too. And not only in terms of rounds, but Texas A&M econ goes down. And now if GCU manages to win this round too,
they could
really
go into an eco.
They're going to be set for the econ for the rest of the game, even if they lose one more round.
Yeah. We see Omen get hit. See Terrell get hit with a KO knife there. Uncommon KO knife for this game so far.
They are aggressive.
They are
mid.
Aggressive mid. Yeah.
They want this
Gets
fight.
1.
And
They know he's there now though, so they're going to be ready.
Doesn't even have his TP
Chamber
up. He
is
is
just
stuck in the corner.
Watanabe not too worried about it though. He's just gonna.
Oh, and this could be a very interesting round. The double flank coming in on B main, they're just gonna get full pinch onto site here.
Yeah.
Even if they get the bomb down.
And I mean, we saw them be pinched on site last time and have it work out.
Right.
But they're going up against one more person than they did last time. So.
Oh, he gets 2. Even though he gets flanked. The Omen. Oh, 2v2.
Oh, Sam gets wallbang headshot by their Sova. Crazy plays coming out.
And they just both fall.
And Omen just walks right past the Killjoy turret.
I think he TP'd right next to it.
Oh, he TP'd past, yeah.
Oh, that is such a hard round for GCU to lose there.
Yeah, that Omen TP to get past that bot. You know, your bot goes off. You're expecting him to walk right by, but that TP to get behind you is just brutal.
Oh, and the eco. Look how
we are
so
looking
bad for GCU right now.
Yeah, we got Volt. We got Volt buying his stinger. So, he's going with it.
And now this is uphill battle.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
You have to get 5 in a row.
5 in a row. It is match point for Texas A&M.
OT. Volt has to be our savior.
Yeah, with these stinger plays, I mean, he's our top frag right now. I believe that he can do something with this.
Oh, and it's ult.
Not getting anything though.
Big for GCU. Gets it fast. Oh, and they use the KO ult to try and draw it out. And now it's just a mad dash for Texas A&M. We see this
chamber flank coming again. Hopefully this time they are watching out. Oh, yeah, Watanabe. Oh, but he does not have a gun out and gets taken down in cat.
It's been crazy how much space this chamber has just been getting.
Sam gets taken down but is traded out.
2v3. Take the plant. Chamber on this fast flank though. I feel like they have to know about this.
Taro gets 1 and is jumped on by the Jet. And game 2 goes to Texas A&M, and so does this matchup.
Ooh, that's just such a tough loss for GCU.
That is. We saw the 8-4 comeback on Icebox, and they almost had that. And this time, it is what it is. They couldn't bring back that 8-4. It is tough to come back from 4 rounds down to all the way, and then that 12-7 was just unfortunate round timing for them. We saw a lot of big pushes coming in from Texas A&M, a lot of good gameplay, and this was a great matchup. I think both teams played amazing. I think there were good plays from both teams, and Texas A&M came out on top, and that's just what it is.
Just felt like GCU at the end, they're just really, I guess on their defensive half, They're really the middle of it. They never really had an answer for those big pushes out of Texas A&M. The Jet just instantly getting out into sight.
And getting on the site,
like
and then those KO flashes just coming in. You know, it was a good game, and I think, you know, GCU they'll talk about it, and I think they'll do better going into the next game. But
And that's going to wrap it up for us for the GCU Valorant stream. I'm Eli Ford.
I'm Evan Kettler.
And we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys for joining us. This has been the GCU Valorant games against Texas A&M, powered by Rockstar.